Excellent connection. No way. There's no way there's excellent connection. That's crazy. Yo! We're actually able to go back live. Okay, so what was happening? There was a problem with the recycling because today in my neighborhood it's recycling day. Um, so all the recycling, I can describe it, an actual catastrophe. And yeah, it didn't end well, obviously. But we got our recycling bin back. But yeah, it was not good. It was not good. So yeah, I had to fix up that, and then while I was doing that, everything crashed because, of course, the day I said stream, it's raining again. I feel like that's a common theme. Like anytime I stream, and any day I decide to stream, it's raining, and that means the stream crashes, and it just everything just goes badly. It just never ends well. Really, it never ends well. I'm trying to work this out. Ooh. I'm trying to get chat open. That's super annoying because Amir stopped by. It was gonna be fun. It was gonna be a fun experience. I hate the weather sometimes. The only time I didn't hate the weather was when let's get going. Yeah, we're good. All right, let's get going. What did I just do? What? Huh? I'm. Um. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Yep, sure, cool, fine. Yeah, continue. Right, still going, right? Yeah, stream is healthy. Stream was healthy 3 minutes ago. I think it'd be good. Oh, no. Error! Even not receiving enough video. Okay, fine, I'll start
About lighting. Slime Rancher 1 has basically no black, everything is as colorful as possible, and they are actually going to push that even further in Slime Rancher 2. So we're gonna see a lot of tweets concerning visual upgrades. Now here, once again, he talks about the visual theme of Slime Rancher is rainbows, and we try to incorporate that idea into everything you see. So we will see prismatic grass that shifts colors, rim lights, and shadows that complement the colors of objects, and white stone and acts like.
Yeah, we have a problem. I broke it. Yeah. Yeah. I can see. Yeah. I broke the display. I broke the display capture. Yeah. That's not good. Nope. Yeah. The display capture. It's just it's not it's something. Oh wait, hold on. Do I don't even know. I broke it. I broke it. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like what am I supposed to do? All right, I'm gonna do something here. I'm going to delete the display capture and then add the display capture back. There we go. So now, the stream crashed. I'd be very mad if the stream crashed. I mean, it's so broken. Live streaming. What is happening? Oh my gosh, this is so broken. Yeah, you should see my mouse in a bit. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay. Here, what are we? No, but it's keeping that small. I I don't know what to do. Wait, no, is it working? Oh, it's working. Oh, okay. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Everything is fine. Let's continue watching this video.
Like a canvas for a doll.
It's so broken.
They are really pushing the colors to the max in this game. You really see it also in a lot of the screenshots they will go over at the end of the video. Now, this is just a very small thing, but this may seem interesting for a lot of people. Slime Rancher 2 will be once again be built with Unity. So Unity is an engine that you can use to create games. There are a few of them on the market, but Unity is probably one of the biggest ones. And once again, they are using the same engine for Slime Rancher 2. Okay, so this is one of the first videos that he actually shares. So you can actually leave your footprints in the sand when you walk upon them. Now, it's a very little touch and that really seems very cool. And it's just one of those things that really set the scene. But I'm going to just shut up for a second and I'm just going to show you the video. Now, first of all, when we talk about this little 20-second piece of footage, now, first of all, we have this thing. Now, this thing is basically spilling oil or slime or whatever it may be. And honestly, I'm thinking this might be part of the new slime resources. Now, slime resources for the gadgets, they are going to be revamped. We will talk about that in a second. Well,
Slime gadget. Okay, I was about to say slime gadgets don't need to be revamped, but that's actually wrong. They kind of do. Because the cool thing with originally working with the slime gadgets was experimenting a bit. So it's a good thing that the slime gadgets are going to be revamped, because then we're going to have the original, like when you first were experimenting with the gadgets, like in the original. Also, I think it's so cool that you can leave footprints in the sand. I think that is awesome. That's great.
well, it's mentioned in a tweet that we'll talk about in a second, but I'd be rather a place that you can drill for oil or slimes or for some kind of resource that you can use in your gadgets. Might be one idea that I have. Okay, so in this next tweet, also on the 17th, so they are just once again really focusing on the prettiness of Slime Rancher 2. So the environments are way more intricate than the original. It's a blast to explore them and constantly find little rewards just to pass your view or around the corner. So this is something I also found like a lot of references to. I haven't, saved all the tweets of them. You can just check his Twitter page out personally, but what they really talk about is as Slime Rancher had a lot of open areas, these areas are going to be a lot more dense in Slime Rancher 2. So the world is still going to be about the same size, but there will be a lot more dense. There are going to be a few more little hidden.
The world needs to be bigger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was my biggest complaint about the original Slime Rancher. It seemed big at first, but then once you've explored everything, you've seen it all. I mean, like, the world needs to be bigger. 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 There's no excuse anymore. Like, the games might be on next gen, and I know the PCs can handle it. I mean, the world needs to be bigger.
Nooks and crannies that you can really look for. Really, they want to encourage discoverability a lot more. So in this tweet on the same day, he also talks about the boing boing that the rabbits will do. So let me just show you the video.
Good old ads. Good old ads.
Okay, so it's a very, very
Oh my
simple
gosh, the
video. He
quality.
just stands still right there. Now we have the conservatory
the
at the
quality.
top right. We have some cotton pink.
It's on HD. The quality. Oh my god, this is awful.
Largos and the original cotton slimes. We have over here a roostro, and I saw some carrots over here. These are probably going to be the grassy plains area right before we actually had more of a sandy part. Now I believe there are going to be at least, well, there are going to be multiple zones and not just two of them, but the ones we already know about are these grassy plains and then more the sandy beaches, and we saw the angler fish or the angler slimes revealed on in the trailer. And then we have videos of his Twitter page. So here he talks about how the bushes and grass are reactive to the backpack. Now this is pretty cool because honestly in the Slime Rancher 1 only the slimes, the resources, the food and such were actually, reactive to the backpack. Now actually in the comment section Nick Popovich also talked agree. But he also mentions, and he really highlights this, exactly that the grass in question isn't the same color at the start of the video as it is in the end. And he calls this area, the grassy plains, the rainbow fields. So this may be the original name for the very first zone that you will be encountering in the Slime Rancher 1. So rainbow fields. So in this June 18th, he wants to create some hype around it, and he is very vague. But in the second part of the tweet, he talks about how Slime Rancher 1 builds towards a point where you feel like maybe you have too many things to do and you want to do all of them. But Slime Rancher 2 sort of comes right out of the gate with it, giving you a lot of different things you can pursue. But you can easily get it in this mode where you're sort of always half done with 10 things instead of fully done with just one. We're still working on trying to find that balance. Now that is something that I really enjoy and about Slime Rancher, but I didn't always think that a lot of people would enjoy that. So first of all, in Slime Rancher, you can just immediately go do whatever you want. You can just go and let's start.
I think they goes a lot at the same time. And don't do it. Every time you play, it's not going to be the exact same experience. I feel like every time I started up a new ranch, I wasn't doing the exact same thing. Sorry, man.
Thing that they're going to be talking about. So either you are focused on discovering stuff and exploring, or you are really just focusing on making a lot of new bugs and collecting slimes, making largos, farming food, the entire ranch thing. So, and the people that want to do both of them, honestly, I understand because it really feels like a lot at the same time. So I really think that's something they're gonna be working on. There is also something in an article that we're going to be talking about in a minute, but features are not in Slime Rancher 2. I am not sad about this. They have been replaced with a
What? Oh, better feature. Okay. Here's my thing. Here's my point. Why replace it? I mean, you can just build on. So you have the extractors, and you think you have a feature that's better. Have both. You don't have to choose one over the other. That's not always the best way to build a game. In some situations, yes, you do have to choose one over the other. But what if you can use elements from both features?
Better feature. Now they place right beneath it a gif of the extractors dancing whenever they are done. But basically the entire resource system is, well, as he says it below, it's not getting revamped, but there are going to be a few optimizations to the design. So honestly, I am thinking that you're going to be forced to place these kinds of extractors on fixed positions, like the one that I showed in the sandy beach part. So basically where there's an oriole spot, and over here you can place an extractor. Okay, so in the next tweet, we'll just go quickly around this. So he really talks about dusk and dawn are so pretty in Slime Rancher 2 that we actually adjusted the way each time scale works. So basically means that when sunrise and when it goes down, so dusk and dawn are gonna actually last a little bit longer. So once again, they are really pushing that visual storytelling as far as they can. So we see the sun coming up, and with that is a view that you're going to see a lot longer during the day that you normally would in in real life or in Slime Rancher 1. Now in this specific tweet, Jennifer Avery actually just go check on the Steam page. So how about we do that? Okay, so at the top, first of all, of course, Slime Rancher has a certain age, and they are really pushing those visual aspects of the game. So there are some new requirements. But honestly, I'm not the biggest tech geek. But honestly, even I know that these are still fairly low. So we have an Intel Core i5 or an AMD FX 6300 minimal 8 gigabytes RAM, an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 960 2 gigabytes, or an AMD Radeon R9 280 3 gigabytes. That is fairly basic, and about you need going to be 10 gigabytes of storage that you will need just to install Slime Rancher 2. Now, honestly, I was kind of amazed that Slime Rancher 1 was only 1 gigabyte. I didn't know that, but honestly, 10 gigabytes is still very little. If you just play a game like Fortnite, for example, that's already 100 gigabytes. And, just to give you a comparison, 10 gigabytes is really low. Okay, so we actually have just one tweet from Cherub. Now, Cherub is on the Slime Rancher art team, and he is actually basically one of the 3D modelers. So actually what he actually did is basically recreate all new slime models and just have them kind of shade more correctly, reflect the light a lot better to make them even more pop. Let's just go with that. So honestly, I really like this specific picture and really just showcase how picture. Okay, so let's just stop there, and we're going to go over to all the most interesting parts of interviews that Monomi Park gave with magazines. Now, there are only basically two articles that are very interesting. So we actually have one from the Xbox magazine website, and we also have one with Rock Paper Shotgun. Now, I took the liberty of highlighting some of the more interesting passages from that interview, but if you want, you can just check the articles in the description down below. I place my resources in there. Now, first of all, once again, they are just talking about replacing the home base, the dusty old ranch, with the original new conservatory. So a beautiful glass conservatory.
Dusty? That ranch is beautiful. That ranch was amazing. It wasn't great to look at, but, I mean, so much nostalgia. I mean, knowing that we're going to have to go to this giant conservatory, I mean, there's so much nostalgia at the old ranch. But Dusty, how dare they disrespect the old ranch? Dusty.
Story where she can coral slimes, grow crops, harvest spores, build gadgets, and create all new combinations of slimes. Now, this article was written at the same time as the trailer went live, when the announcement happened, and drones and hydro turrets and stuff like that. Now, further on in the article, once again, they really highlight the rich shaders, dynamic lighting, and spectacular, unpredictable physics interactions between slimes, all in glorious 4K. Now, honestly, this article isn't the most interesting one. The Rock Paper Shotgun is a lot better. Gives a lot more details. This was mainly just to create some hype. So let's just move along. Okay, so in the article with Rock Paper Shotgun, honestly, this one caught me a little bit off guard. So Popovich is reasonably sure he's not good for my blood pressure. He's pretty sure that Slime Rancher 2 will launch in early access next year. It will be roughly as big as the first game up through the ruins. So basically, the map size is going to be
From here, it looks like a huge map. and anyone that heard me that didn't play the original Slime Rancher, that heard me say the map needs to be bigger. But trust me, once you're in the map and once you've explored it, becomes so tiny. The map becomes so tiny. They need to expand the map. Not by a ton, not by a ton. Add an island here, add an island there. Add like a smaller area up here, add an island here, island there, and you're good. That's a decent sized map. Maybe a little area right here, right there. But it can't be like this. It can't be a small map, but it also can't be a giant map. You don't want the map to be way too big. That's all I'm saying.
Bind, so basically the mainland. But honestly, the early access kind of caught me by surprise. I thought it was going to be a full release. I didn't see that one coming, to be honest, but at least now we know things that are going to be introduced in Slime Rancher 2 over time. And this is once again a reference to the extractors being part of the past. We have a new way that resources are being distributed to players. So this is really something I'm so curious about. I really want to know as much as I can about this part. And he once again highlights one of the things I really want to focus on, and my favorite thing in games is finding secrets. Slime Ranchers 2's world is definitely more interconnected than the original. So there is going to be a lot more stuff, like as you peer over a cliff, you can see there's a ledge down there and there's a little ward. It really reminds me of the treasure pod system. I think they already did this quite well in the original, but I'm really happy to see that they are going to kind of push this further once again in the new game, which means also I can make a lot more guides on the locations of treasure pods and secrets. Yay! And over here we actually once again have this little thing that makes me hyped. So there is one slime that does something and I cannot wait for people to see. This is currently my favorite slime, but I can't talk about it.
Okay, hold on. As he finishes that. Yes, I am very passionate about the map. Thank you very much. The map is very important because of the game. So yes, I am passionate about the map. Thank you very much. We can continue now.
So basically this is a slime that hasn't been announced just yet. Now what it does, I don't know. We have seen the rat slime, the crystal slime, the quantum slime. This one, it kind of really makes me hyped to see what it does. But there is something I will show about in a second after the article, and then we can maybe, kind of make a guess. And this is basically, once again, where we talk about balance. Now, in the first game, if you build a very large ranch, your many needy slimes would stop you from exploring as much, which is basically something I really understand a lot because you were constantly needing to feed them, keep the gardens going, feed these slimes, and then collect the points to sell them, and day has already passed by, and you can do it pretty much all over again. Now, Popovich says that the team are trying to balance that better in the sequel, so that if you want to go off exploring for a few days, you can. Equally, if you just want to get stuck in with the slimes in your conservatory, you can do that too. So what this actually means that maybe they're gonna have some kind of drone system, maybe they are gonna have the slimes more optimized.
The drone system was kind of broken, wasn't it? Not broken like it was overpowered, but not broken. It worked. I just found it really... It was weird. Like, you had the drones to do things while you weren't there. So it was a way to... What am I trying to say here? It's like... I'm trying to think of the right words I want to use here. Like, the drones... The drones were there to basically give you the freedom from having to deal with the slimes, yet they were not. They didn't allow you to be completely free because they can only do a certain amount of tasks. No, not a certain amount of tasks. You could only have a certain amount of drones and stuff that kind of constricted it, but it was like weird constrictions. Is constrictions or restrictions? Not constriction. Restrictions. It was weird. It was weird restrictions that didn't kind of make sense. Okay,
So they are going to be needing to be fed a lot less. Maybe it's going to be easier to get food. There are a lot of ways that you can balance this, so I have no clue how they're going to do it. but I really hope they're gonna be pushing this through, because honestly, that is something of the biggest. That's one of the biggest hurdles that I always thought about Slime Rancher, that initial grind that you had to do before you got drones. So I'm very happy they're gonna try to fix that, to be honest. Okay, so there was one tweet and I was kind of holding behind behind the curtain. So that's this one. So actually, this is a photo of a dry erase board that was in the office of Nick Popovich, the co-founder of Slime Rancher over of Monami Park. And he actually has a lot of slimes on this list. So let's look a little bit deeper upon that.
The Wegman sushi's back. It's back in the flesh. Whoa, somehow it's not live stream.
Now, you probably recognize a lot of them. So we have pink slimes, we have rock slimes.
Whoa, what's that? Hold on. Can we go back a second? Okay.
So that's this one. So actually, this is a photo of a dry erase board that was in the office of Nick Popovich, the co-founder of Slime Rancher over at Monami Park. And
alright, here we go. Pink slime, rock slime, boom slime, honey slime, honey slime, hunter slime, puddle slime, meteor slime, mosaic slime, flower slime, fire slime, and grave slime. Ending. You know, the people that hand out ratings are probably like, oh, grave slime. This might not be.
Slimes are gonna be a thing.
I just said that. I could take this guy's job. I mean.
But Sluggo slimes, honestly, as right now, 4 of the new slimes are basically heavily animal inspired. I may see this guy making some kind of introduction. All right, and then we can just take a look at the screenshots. Now I'm not gonna, spend too much time.
Hello, mate. Were you trying to sound British again?
Parts, so the place where you can find a lot of angler slimes. So we have some regular angler slimes with a hen, and we have, I assume, the pink angler combination. I really like this picture. Really is cool. So pretty cool. Over here we have the cotton slimes. So we already saw these guys. So these are the cotton slimes combined with some pink slimes. We have some pogo fruit. I see the honey dripping resource, the beehive core that I talked about in the trailer analysis. We have some plants over here that are probably purely cosmetical, but they just kind of, make some light, which is pretty cool. We have over here, once again, we have over here a sword and a stone. Do we have an Excalibur reference over here? That's pretty cool. So we have cotton slimes once again and pink slimes and the combination of them. Over here we have some kind of nest apparently. So like a bird nest on a tree, which is pretty cool. And we have a conservatory in the far distance. Fall area, so we have a big help here. We also have a hidden away pink slime over here. Over here we actually have a confirmation also of the quantum slime, but we already had that because we saw the port market earlier. We have honey slimes and flutter pink largo, and once again in this little fall area. And over here we have a hen that's about to get eaten by an angler pink combination.
Oh my gosh.
And that was basically everything I could find about Slime Rancher 2 that was published in the last month and a half, without breaking down the trailer once again. I hope you found this useful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I will be reading them like I always do.
I'm excited. I know I sounded a bit negative. Of course, the game can't make me completely happy. It'll never make me completely happy. But I'm very excited, and I think it'll be a very good game. Do I think it'll be better than the first one? I think it might be as good, but I do think the first one gets the edge just because of nostalgia and stuff like that. But I think the game looks beautiful. The game looks amazing. The game looks absolutely great. Mechanics look basically normal. But, I mean, who knows? We're gonna wait. Let's see what more stuff gets released, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited. And of course, it's August, and 2022 is around the corner. I don't know if it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna come out like January 1st, 2022. Immediately that day, at midnight, it's coming out, and I think it'll be coming out then. But I think it will come out early 2022. Not like January, February. Maybe like April, May, 2022. That's my prediction. April, May, 2022. Because they haven't announced the month yet. Yep, that's Slime Rancher 2. What do you mean? Oh, that was the. That was the. Okay, I mean, sure. Fine. Cool. Amazing. Let's play some music. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright. What's Mike doing? Jeez, he told me he's gonna be on soon. He said, oh, Ben can't get on yet. And I said, why? And he says, I don't know, but I'll call you when he does. And we can't messaging, so I was like, alright, OBS is connected again. Nice. So, Mike's gonna be very bad. I'll show you this. I'll show you. Okay. Let's let it. It's letting. Oh, I clicked something I didn't need to click. Okay. Ready?